What does this look like to you? Why the demand from Chair Chandra that there be unanimity around him for the chairmanship, and why just step down because he's not getting it?
Yeah, it's to me, it's a very, very shocking kind of situation, which should not have happened. This is primarily because Tata has always been considered as an institution. It has evolved since Jamshedji had set it up long ago. All the leaders, all the successors have built it up together. And there are some of the key values driven followed by the Tatas. One is continuity. Fundamentally, it's a stewardship, nation building, predictability. All these values have been there. And this announcement has precipitated that. It has become so bad that the Tatas has lost that kind of a confidence. And that's reflected in terms of the stock market performance also. So it's a major, major challenge for Tatas also because there are two, three key things related to this. One is that everyone thought that this would blow away. This would not get into this kind of a situation where Chandra would put in his papers. And this is really shocking.
What is this going to mean for succession then at Tata in terms of who is the chair, and particularly now that this AGM, supposed to be happening in 5 days, won't be going ahead?
It's going to be tough. To me, there are multiple reasons, factors involved. One is the regaining the confidence of the multiple stakeholders. It's not the shareholders, because Tata has always been a service-oriented society, controlled, trust-based organization. And also there are multiple stakeholders. It is a highly diversified conglomerate, and everyone has faith in this, belief in this. Many people work for this or associate with Tata's because of the trusteeship principle it has always followed. And regaining that kind of a confidence is not going to be easy, because Tata has never been considered as a sort of a typical family business with feuds inside and the owner-driven kind of purpose. No, this has been professionally managed throughout. So regaining that kind of confidence is not going to be so easy. That's one. Second is that succession is not an event. Succession is a process. And succession, especially for an organization which is driven by two key dimensions. One is the business performance, economic performance, financial performance. That's one part. The second is the values. And always, right through Jamshedji, JRD, or Ratan Tata's time, or even when they look for Chandrasekaran, in between Cyrus Mistry came, and there was also questions about his commitment to the Tata values that led to the conflict between Ratan Tata and Cyrus Mistry and his exit. So when we know all these things, finding a successor is not easy. Cyrus' time, it took long. Chandrasekaran's time, it took long. And it's not going to be easy. That's one. Second is that even if we find somebody, will there be somebody who is interested in stepping into this role, especially this time? And there are two different factors. One is that the external environment is turbulent. And whether you take geopolitical, technology, or market conditions, and everything is boiling. And it's a stormy water. You don't change the captain of the ship when the ship is in the rough waters. And that is very important. And finding somebody who is capable, who is interested in stepping in, will be very difficult. And the third point, very briefly, is that regaining the purpose. That's also going to be very difficult.
Ram, what are the implications for India as a whole as well? Because Tata is so huge, involved in so many infrastructure projects. Could there be delays, disruptions, and could this take on a political dimension?
It can. And if you look at the history, for instance, during the Reliance succession issue when Dhirubhai Ambani passed away, and there were issues between Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani. The government of India stepped in indirectly, and they said that you can't continue with this feud. You have to stop. It's not your private company. It's a nation's company. The same kind of issues are there, and therefore I expect the government of India to play if not a direct role, an indirect role. And I expect the board to show its wisdom further and also prevail upon Noel Tata, because there is a need for collective wisdom applied at the board level, at the organization level. If the board is not united, it will get send wrong signals to the constituents.
Yeah, well, to that point, I mean, the board is mostly united. It's just one holdout, Noel Tata. Is there some risks for him going forward and, effectively holding this process to ransom?
I think that he is not playing the trusteeship responsibility vested on him. He should have said that we are collectively, I may have a view, but if the collective wisdom of the board is different, I go with that. He should have sat down and instead of pushing with his own agenda that this is not correct, it's not an honor-driven company. It is a collective wisdom of the board, and the board members are all very, very wise people. And that is where somebody has to prevail upon Noel Tata and say that you can't play with this. You can't bring your ego into this picture. And it may be the government of India, it may be the industry community, it may be the investment community, it may be the wise people within the country who may have to prevail upon him. I mean, finding a successor immediately is not easy. I mean, keeping the ship under control is the first thing. And that will happen only if some facilitation is done to control the ego and get Noel Tata on the side of a collective decision making. Otherwise, it is not going to be easy. And we can't afford this to continue for long.